using these forms of private finance, which is the NPD and Hub, has enabled the Scottish Government and councils to invest an extra 3.3 billion in improving assets, schools, roads, hospitals, than it would have otherwise been able to do from its budgets. Essentially what that enables the government to do is spread the cost of those assets over a much longer period, typically 25 to 30 years. But of course that comes at a cost, and we found that these contracts come at considerable cost to the public sector as a result of the interest charges that are within there and the other items that are included, such as upfront professional fees and some of the maintenance costs that are built in and paid for over that longer period. There's nothing wrong with that. That's similar to what we all do when we use a mortgage to buy a house, of course, and spread the costs, and we're used to those additional costs, and we set out in the report the extent to which those costs, the additional costs that have been incurred. The government accepts those additional costs because it has a focus on improving infrastructure investment, increasing the level of investment, because it believes that helps improve services, of course, but equally it thinks that it helps the economy, and it's taken the judgment that those extra costs are observations that the government needs to be much clearer about how it sets out the way in which it makes decisions about which projects to fund using private finance and which projects it's using traditional capital borrowing or capital grants to fund. It needs to be much clearer how it makes those decisions, clearer for the Parliament and clearer for the public, so it can understand how that money is being used.